afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, here of Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on Holotny Ferma Winter. Between in these, we got Snake CQC fighting here for the United States of America for the 15th Division, holding the line as the Germans under Moonchild here, having named himself after some kind of Slovakian soft drink, I believe. Fighting here for the Wehrmacht, Deutschland. For the 116th Panzerdivision Winhund, he's got here Lightning War, Festung Armor and Spearhead versus Snakes, Heavy Cavalry, Tactical Support Company and Armor Company. There's certainly a bunch of tanks available in different flavours of tank. MG42 there for Moonchild, rather standard stuff there. Grenadiers, same with Snake CQC, not exactly trying to write himself down into history as a tactical and strategic innovator within the USF in Company Views 2. But setting out there so far, rather than ignoring the closest point map just being northwards here, grabbing here and then sort of trying to push in different directions, that way trying to figure out where Moonchild of course is aiming, and of course also trying to disrupt his early moves. As one of the aggressive factions, you generally tend to have that option. As the Wehrmacht for some, you tend not to be very good at all those disruptive openings, so it can't really make sense here for Snake CQ, of course, trying to push down and go straight for the munitions. And right there, the Pioneers fall back. Scheiße, Amerikaner, so soon! They weren't supposed to be here yet! There we go, this is not going to be a winning engagement unless more troops come in. There we go, before to arriving. One rifle from this thing out, so there's a good result on the rest of the unit that being suppressed. There we go, looks like CQC they realised what was going on, but it was sadly too late there. His men suppressed, the Germans storming forwards, charging through the snow. MP40 shooting away. American riflemen trying to desperately get to safety, get unsuppressed. More riflemen arriving, but sadly they're already suffering here, and the Germans should be able to get the upper hand here. MD42 going back to grab the territory, signaling what they're diving for Moonchild. As for Snake here, we got 2 reasons now as well, allowing him to grab more territory, so looks like a slightly sort of more greedy start there. Using a bit more sheer numbers there against Germans, the Krauts. Just aiming at each other. God damn it, I'm not sure if you're a Kraut or not. I'm your best friend, Larry. Stop it. Perhaps you should stop drinking all that stuff there you're drinking. No, antifreeze is good for me. I'm pretty sure it's not. Riflemen moving in there, sitting up behind the Germans. Good work there, good pressure. We got more riflemen on the way then for Snake. Tank traps, barbed wire. Standard improvised American sort of set up cover and deny to the Kraut bastards. Proceed, you have barbed wire hips and make it harder for the Americans to move through there. They're going to go straight for the fuel pump. In this case, there was something they hadn't planned for. An MG42. Yeah, you thought you'd have us on fuel point, did you? You damn American bastards. How do you like that? Fun hot dog. Anyways, riflemen moving ahead there. Pioneers sneak about. Grenadiers fighting in there. No take up there or anything there from Snake as of yet. Could go for Lieutenant here quickly. Follow up with a M20 or something like that. Rifleman versus Grenadiers there. Grenadiers holding up the building. Interesting enough, he's using the Grenadiers to hold the building, not the MD42. He's using the MD42 cap, not the Grenadiers. Bit of reverse order there from Moonchild. Child of the Moon. And there we go, tech up there going in for the Wehrmacht. Troops reinforcing, and we got grenades here for Snake. Intending for a bit of close quarters battles there with some good pineapple grenades. That nice and healthy vitamin kaboom. Mortars on the way there for Moonchild. They got Natenwerfer. 8cm medium or mittlere. Although in the beginning of the war it was actually designated as a heavy mortar. Fun fact there. 3 rifle squads stemming northwards. He's really intending to pressure there, but of course still got the MD42. They're interesting, but of course thanks to the grenades he can smoke it up now. He can lay down the screen, lessening of course the effect of the MD42, maybe even forcing it back there. So that rather does change the equation there. Down south, minor harassment there, Grenadiers versus rear echelons. In fact, there's only 2 rear squad there versus 1 Grenadier squad. No upgrades for the Grenadiers, so they could pop a rifle grenade there. Shows us Americans. Who's the boss? There we go, we got it. And alright, here's Snake. It's too late to move down. Another squad moving in up north. We got engagement. There we go, smoke grenade against the MD42. The rifle note take several for the team. Actually, several drop dead. Then the rest smoke up. There you go, moving through the smoke. Grenadiers firing in there. Rifleman getting unpinned. And there you go, MD42. Oh, there you go, falling back. There we go. Perhaps not the most graceful assault there by Snake, but it worked. Of course, we now got the mortar bombs whistling in through the air. First bomb landed, did absolutely nothing except create a small crater. The other one created another one and also slightly dented some trees. Doing nothing with the tech up, we got a captain on the way for Snake and America. Gonna do something in there, rifles to about there again, trying to push for the fuel point there. In that regard, Snake's clearly got a plan in mind, which involves harassment and rather constantly trying to deny as much fuel there to his opponent. We got a 2-2 on the way, the lighter punches Speedwagon. Almost got the point there. Troops sending out riflemen. Mortars standing back, they're waiting for something to shoot at, for coordinates to come in, and orders to kill some Americans. From afar, yeah, safely afar. But there you go, slightly surprised again, going for the fuel point, there, got moved there, sneaking up here using the far road here and then getting behind. Going straight for the mortar first, quick reaction there, perhaps in trying to steal it, but right here of course he is baited straight into the MD-42 there, so in this sense Moonchild was able to turn a slightly unfortunate situation into a slightly better one. Still got another thought that can going to go for the fuel point, of course he might push in, but there we go. Now the chance is lost as the 2-2 arrives, appears for the smoke like a scout car. There's Lieutenant McKinney and Americans who's got nothing to do with it. There we go, grenade up close. Straight at the MD-42 to sort of help the other rifle squad. I see some players actually try to use the grenades on the scout car, and if it can't move in time, it can actually do some damage. So we've still got the scout car there. MD-42 with precision. No turn on this one, grenade in there, go in front of it. Oh dear, taking heavy damage. There we go. Actually forced the MD-42 and Mortar to pull back, but still the rifle will have to pull back in return. Meanwhile, down south, yes, they're pushing back the Grenadiers and the Grenadiers and the Pioneers. Crikey. Might have something to do more with the riflemen rather than reassurance. Yeah, look at them. We sure showed them. And no, Sarge, you don't think so. 2-2, they continue to be an absolute menace here to Snake's men, who's got really no means of dealing with it. We got a captain, we got the bazookas, we got this quick going to occupy the church, and we got a pack out of the way there. Snake is going for artillery to sort of try and deal with the Germans that way. Ambulance also following up there for Snake. And the 5th Infantry Divisionals continuing their path in the south. 2-2 is going to need some repairs before to around. We got a pants up that can only hear. Moonchild beginning to get a bit worried about Snake's potential for vehicles and armour. He's seen the captain. He's obviously worked there's going to be a steward coming in his direction, in which case, of course, the Pack 40 is going to be quite handy.
Ambulance ready for action.
2-2 they're engaging.
New anti-tank gun has arrived.
Veteran G1. Pants up their cannon sets out.
We are losing a sector.
Fun fact, it also served as the basis for the Feldkanone 40, which was basically a Pack 40, which could aim the gun higher. It was basically meant to double as both a pack but also an artillery piece. This inspired by the Soviet field guns basically, and was supposed to be part of a new Volksartillerie sort of unit, which was based on Soviet artillery units, which was rather more mixed compared to Allied ones, and just basically fired everything they could. So the Germans actually tried to sort of recreate that with a lot of sort of mixed guns and sort of just, you know, these Volksartillerie batteries, just sort of get more mass to them from what, so they couldn't quite coordinate them well enough. But still, those are some of the more interesting bits there, where the Germans actually adopted Soviet elements into their tactics and strategies. Then it seems to have to fall back there from the church, quickly getting bombarded, rifle reactions moving in. Southwards, Moonchild Hills being pushed back, and men bleeding out on the cold, frozen ground. MD-42 there ramming a second one here from Moonchild. More weaponry which contain the Americans, and we... Oh, really thought that was take up. We got their Snake going for the steward light tank, no sign of a doctrine though. No sign of a doctrine. Either side, rifleman captain endings replaced by the MD-42, 1200 rounds per minute going in the general direction. Ah! Takes that, you dirty American. Takes that. Rifleman in there, suppressed, mortar firing in as well there, captain rather pushing his luck, there we go, retreat pack cards firing in. Not so much there, and it was the mortar was shooting, active firing. Stood light tank there, almost down here for Snake, should be able to turn the tide just a bit there. Versus Moonchild and his band of merry krauts. Down south making progress. There we go, almost got the MG42. And there we go, we got the Stuart light tank arriving to the battlefield. Ready to challenge the Germans, who's got no tank so far. Only a scout counter pack 40, which of course could theory knock it out, of course, or a mine. I do believe we actually seen a mine somewhere. Yes, indeed, we actually got a mine right there from Moonchild, so if the Stuart runs into that, that's going to be good now right there for Snake. And he's actually gone here for tactical support company. Could go for half tracks with air mounts, he could go for a lot of light machine guns on his men, that would certainly help him out there. Running light machine guns to sort of deal with the German infantry, which I think really giving an advantage what they're going to do, so far have actually got no upgrades. We got tech up there, so bomber quarters now available there then for Moonchild. So they engage, and there we go, we actually got the half tracker up there, and he's going to get the aim out there. Also note, this is the M5 half track, which the Americans really didn't use much themselves, by the way. They mostly used this one actually as part of Lend-Lease to the Soviets and the British because, well, it wasn't quite as good as the M3 half track due to, I believe, some softer armour. So obviously, they rather than give those away than use them themselves. So, little fun fact there. And there we go, got the anti-air package on the way there. Kraut mower. With 450 caliber machine guns.
Set and ready. Well, grab your shit.
Pack cards are waiting for targets. Okay, can go for the brown light machine gun, but so far it's not trying to utilise them. I suppose it's going to just rely solely on the A half to do it, but there we go, setting out. 450 caliber machine guns, that's a lot of pain. Unfortunately, doing what it can against the Reslons, gaining actually 2 in the process. Gute Arbeit, Leute. Wir veterans now, ja. Less likely to horribly die in the next 5 minutes. Okay, after win. Quick catch the MG42, there we go. Kills the gunner. Oh, but there you go, pack 40 opening up. Ah, too slow to move here. Could knock it out. No, gets away. Damn close right there for Snake's air half tick within the first few moments of its engagement. Number 1, that was rather tragic. He lost there, captured firing in the Grenadiers there, who's doing his best to hold the Americans back. Rather than moving towards the centre, Reese pulling up in the church, spotting away. Pack out to firing in the good Germans sort of hold up there by the rooms of the house. Mortified joining in. And more right pushing, Grenadiers push back. Half check there, pulling back for some repairs. They're heading far away. Looking a bit lonely there.
Lost an infantry unit.
And a unit is lost. There you go, the chaps in the church. Including one sort of sticks a bit out of the window there. That's a collapse under German artillery fire. There we go, Grenadiers pushed back by the pack howitzer. Up north fighting continuously against Moonchild's men. So grenade there against the pack. 40 trying to deal with them at the same time suppressed everything before 2. Second one by the way here by Moonchild, getting him more control of the battlefield and making it harder for Snake to utilise his infantry. Good work there. Looks like he's also lost some rifle there, still no attempt to say Browning light machine guns, Stuart there holding back.
Boys, you ready to roll out here, boys?
And the half track is ready to join the fight again. Aerial reconnaissance going in here for Snake, trying to get an idea there of what Moonchild is up to. Moonchild there with his bomber corps, could go for Stuart, could go for an Ostwind. Snake so far not taking up, could do that, he's getting an anti-tank gun, stood here holding the pioneers in the south. Basically using light tanks to recover the south. We got the scout car opening up the aircraft there. Reinforcing. Telemine knocks out the half tank. Had only killed one thing. Good job there on Moonchild. Make good use of mines. Again, mines can have quite a good effect there for you, so utilise them if you can. And Moonchild certainly done that right there. That was definitely a win for him. That was a lot of manpower, fuel, and more importantly, 120 munitions down the drain right there for Snake.
Crowds are sniffing around our asses. Tactical
hang about there.
Captured.
Could risk ending up hitting that mine. That would be really embarrassing there for Snake if he lost another vehicle to a mine so shortly after. Ostwind there for him. Interesting decision there by Moonchild. I'm guessing he's more worried about the infantry and not so much about armour. for him to get the Austrian flak pans out. No, he is still halting in the north. Still no upgrades for the men. No Browning light machine guns at all.
P-47 spun up and ready for
Does strike me as a bit peculiar there.
You need something?
There you go, flak panzer for Austrian moves ahead.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Going to the centre, still making do the grenadiers there. Several pushes here in before 2 halts the captain in the centre. Up north, the Austrians 2-2 there quickly deals with the riflemen, trying to take away German territory. This belongs to the Reich, mein kleines Freund. Making some good hits there, making some good hits. Stuart operating in the south, not doing too much, still no upgrades there. He's going for weapon racks and additional riflemen. That's an interesting thing there. Could mean he's going for bazookas. Otherwise, I mean, you know, there's not so much reason when he's got the Browning light machine guns.
Rifle squad ready for action.
I would suggest.
All sectors. Ability now ready. Crew ready.
Packouts almost swept into one. Waiting for the weapon racks by the looks of it. More to be utilised for territory grab there. Austrian. I mean, so far Moonchild doesn't seem too aggressive here. I think push a bit more against the Snake. I mean, he's got most of his forces back in the base. So I mean, right now it's a golden opportunity there for Moonchild to push ahead. By the way, time for the mid-game analysis counters in terms of damage. Moonchild's ahead here. Snake not so much there. Also in terms of kills, but obviously in that sense, I mean, he's had the more vehicles out. He's also lost 1 to a mine, so that's a bit more to be expected in terms of kills wise as well. These larger units. And plus rear launch, which are a bit easier to kill, so, you know, not too much of a surprise there in a sense. In terms of army value, the hand Snake is quite far ahead here for Moonchild, in particular in the later stages of the fight. Points held, a bit more closer for each other, but right now we're seeing sort of Snake here with a larger chunk of the map, though that's looking to change already. I mean, for Snake, get some upgrades on those riflemen, get some bazookas, some Brownings, some guns, and try to push back against opponent. I also think you should try and take up and go for some medium armor. I mean, he obviously probably wants to get a Calliope down the road, but you need some armor, some more solid than those two there, so deal with the Germans before you get out the Calliope. I mean, he just has a Calliope. I mean, that's going to give Moonchild more stuff to bring out in the meanwhile, and could also ensure, you know, he doesn't have to worry too much about the other armor, and then can actually use more Austrians freely to just deal with the infantry, and the Calliopes are going to have a hard time dealing with the Austrians. I mean, there are some things to take in mind there for Snake then fighting against Moonchild. Well, it's more pressure in the north, more pressure in the south, though again, perhaps some bazookas or something else, but again, primarily tag up. For Moonchild, get out some more armor, some panzers, some Sturmgeschütz in case, you know, Snake actually adds some tanks to the proceedings, in which case, I mean, the Austrian scout car will struggle a bit and could allow Snake to actually constrict Moonchild within his territory, so that's a little thing there to consider. Also, he's got plenty of munitions, more mines, but also some upgrades for the grenadiers would be good. I mean, you could choose a doctrine, I suppose, but, you know, just overall upgrade some men. Schnell. Beyond that, not so much else as common on, so let us return to the fight here and see what follows. There we go, lots of bazookas. Now this is actually a bit rare to see an American player actually go for so many bazookas. And then scanning all of his rifle and getting no BARs whatsoever. He's actually got then 5 bazookas. Which does at the same time though give the Germans a bit more chance of holding with the grenadiers. And he's had Panzer grenadiers, things might look a bit more skewed there against Snake. So it's a bit of an interesting move there. But also a bit peculiar. It's not very often you see an American player go to him the bazookas, and they did. They usually just stuff them on the rear echelons instead of the riflemen. A few kills there. Captain moving in. Bit of something wrecked there. Going after the 222 there. Got a bunker up here to help control the centre. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea there. Still moving in there. We actually see the Austrians pulling back. Perhaps in reaction to the captain up here. Looks like the captain then was actually a diversion meant to draw out the Austrian, allowing him to push up here against the back 40. And even then, if the Austrian were now to pull back, he'd run into a lot of bazookas, even then taking damage here from the captain. The captain needs to retreat though. Get out of there, captain. I think he's dead. Well, let's get out of here then. The machine gun bunker there again, so in that sense, well, Moonchild here adding some more control elements to the battlefield. And again, that's going to make it harder for Snake to just sort of push into the centre. It's going to be hard overall, hopefully, have a bigger defence, which again is going to be a lot difficult. We got S-Mount actually going off. Very close actually, I think, hurting the Germans. If you actually attempted to set it up there on the retreating unit, that was pretty ballsy done there. And had he been able to pull it off, that would have been very impressive. Very impressive. Grenadiers bringing through the north, but we're seeing here that Moonchild's quickly returning back to form here. Of course, grabbing an anti-tank gun there away from Moonchild should help. We got another MD-42 and another Pioneer squad. So we can see here, Moonchild is sort of figuring out he just wants to control the battlefield. I mean, he's more on the defensive now. So getting more MD-42s besides bunkers, trying to control the battlefield isn't exactly a bad idea, though of course it is a bit risky. But it isn't necessarily a bad idea, it's just very rare to see. I mean, that's 3 MD-42s and a machine gun bunker. I mean, that's a lot of machine guns, that's a lot of bullets, and that's a lot of battlefield control. So I mean, it's going to come down to a lot of smoke there for Snake CQC, some good flanks and some very good vehicle players to try and deal with his MD-42s and push them back. And otherwise he's going to find it very difficult to move out all his infantry and all of his bazookas. Now going MD-42 opening up Grenadiers flank into the building nearby. Osman slowly rolling ahead here. You got Omni from the captain. There you go. S-mines again. Good work there by Moonchild. Good work. Almost got the MD-42. The MD-42 that barely gets away though. Very close there. Very close. Rather than lucky there for Moonchild. That MD-42 didn't get wiped there. Osman getting repaired there. Nothing further going in the base there. Looks, tank up. No attempt at armor there. From Snake not even saying, getting a second Stuart, even a third one. If you had a pair of Stuarts, some groupings, I think could actually do a lot of damage there to Moonchild with that. I mean, several light tanks can be quite threatening in their own right, if properly utilised. Pack hard to fire, they're almost getting the Pioneers preparing the Ostend Flak Panzer. Veterans 1 close to 82 there for the Pack Howitzer. They should probably, there we go, bombard. Down south, Stuart there versus Grenadiers. Bit of shooting there, close to Veterans 1. Some poor bastard crawling away in the snow. Bleeding out slowly on it. And we actually got a Tech for Lieutenant and a 50 caliber on the way there. Interesting. I'm not entirely sure that's what the situation calls for, though. Pack out by the wipe there, perhaps a bit too close to the front line, if anything. 2-2 Osmonds heading southwards ever slowly. Nothing further there for Moonchild. Could be saying up for a Tiger. I think that's risk. Giving another Panzer IV run. I think would do quite well there. Perhaps launch a final assault before, Snake builds up more equipment and sort of deal with him that way. Snake's not really taking up, he's just gone for Lieutenant, got himself a 50 caliber, recruit the Pack Howitzer. Osman there getting a bit stunned, but anti-tanks moving up, but also got no real troops who will take advantage of it so far. There we go though, good hit, almost down to half, or less than half health there for the Osmond. Grenadiers pushed away, MD-42 covering the north as well. No S-mines here though, no S-mines or Sprengminen. MD-42 here as well. Oh, right. Oh! Finally it happened, the Stuart hit the Telemine. It was like fate, they were bound to meet. It was a fateful encounter, just not of the very romantic kind, but the very explosive kind. Stuart and Telemine. By Shakespeare. Rifleman reinforcing. Bit of Pack hard to fire there. S-mine's going off. Doesn't have enough munitions for a grenade. Oh, there you go. Grenadiers almost right with the rifleman at the same time, also be back. There we go, flanking with the chin, but still not quite within beyond the arc of fire. There we go. Almost, but still not quite, and there we go, pinned down, Grenadiers wiped. Small victory, and we've got finally a doctrinal choice there for Moonchild. It is lightning rod. At the same time, we got the Calliope out there, the M4 Sherman Calliope. Lots of rockets. All stabilized on the gun there, which meant you can't actually fire its gun, because otherwise the entire thing would tumble off. Also note they had smaller variants of these mounted on trucks, couldn't quite fire the same amount of rockets though, but they had, I think they're called xylophones. And then there are also some more ground-based variants, just for more static firing. Little fun fact there.
300 points remaining.
Also moving in. Mortar in active counterfire mode. That's pretty interesting. He's probably trying to silence the Pack House. That's the one way of doing. Also opening up. Entertain gun not quite in the arc of fire there to deal with it. Calliope not firing yet, looking for target. Unit wipe detected down to 1 grenadier squad. That's a bit dangerous there for Moonchild. Give me there to fire. There we go. Playing the Song of Liberty against the MD-42. Almost wiping it. Almost wiping it. And the mortar crew has been lost there for Moonchild. That's been unfortunate. At the same time, we've got the Luftwaffe striking in there. Kanonenvogel moving in for the kill. Ja, ach, scheiße. This is Heinz. This is Heinz. Enemy tanks are beyond the operating area. We should instead be wasting precious fuel in circling about and shall not move anything further beyond this little tiny point. Over. Grenadiers have been hammered by the 5th caliber machine gun. Osman close to eventually one there. Getting another one in a surprising move then, particularly since he's close to the Tiger. But I think at this point, he hasn't seen a mate and he knows he sees the Calliope, so he might think there's not going to be so much to counter his Osman. So getting another one would actually allow him to sort of further counter the enemy infantry, though. It's still a lot of bazookas right here, just charging into him. We got on me. Come on, man. On me. On me. Yeah. There you go. Second Flak Panzer arrives. And there you go. Second Calliope. Not very often you see a lot of Calliopes in a 1 versus 1. I mean, mostly get 1, but he's gone for 2. He doesn't have any other tanks. He's just got Calliopes. Can't help but feel that's a very bad idea, though. Again, it gives nothing to counter the enemy armors with, nothing to really push forward to the support zone infantry. I mean, 1 I think would be more than adequate, but 2 might actually be a bit too much. We'll of course have to see how it works out here. Straight at the MD-42 there. Rockets flying over the place there. Another barrage there. From the Liberty organ.
The enemy is attacking one of our forward
Straight at the machine gun bunker there, trying to knock it out of the war.
CoH2 has been approved again. Time to unleash our heavy tanks.
Double Flak Panzers. Looks like the Flak Panzer Abteilung was sent into this. Usually they have about 1, which would usually I think be composed of a few companies of anti-aircraft sort of vehicles of different kinds, half-tracks mostly, but actually we didn't think a company or something like the overall Flak Abteilung, not a Flak Panzer Abteilung, which are a mix of Flak 88s, minor flaks, and then, well, a few Flak vehicles mounted on usually half-tracks, and then perhaps some Flak Panzers,
Standing by for orders.
if I'm not entirely incorrect. We're getting ready to unleash another volley of death. There you go, Flak Panzer just bringing it there, going for the weaker targets. Rifle Squad simply can't, withstand the firepower of 2 Flak Panzers, not for long. Now basically getting turned to mincemeat there, and the 50 caliber obviously is also getting overwhelmed here by the sheer amount of anti-infantry firepower the 2 Osmans can muster, just slaughtering the infantry with a matter of seconds. Same time, they're going to push in here, Rifle moving in there. Getting right behind the empty bunker there, but at the same time, the 2 moving in, and we got the Osmans moving in the other way there. The Rifle could be locked out there. Good grenade! Oh! Almost wiped all the Pioneers there. Damn close there. We need to retreat the Riflemen now. And by now, I do mean now. There you go. Quick anti-tank Rifle actually some stop. No, he's not retreating yet. He's not retreating. Oh, there you go. Thankfully, Snake there realises what's going to happen if he does. At the same time, I think Moonchild is setting up for the Tiger. And that could very well be GG since he's got 2 anti-tank guns, but that's about it. And the problem is there's just a lot of armour here. Moonchild could basically flank in if he wants to with any of the elements, then quickly clear up the anti-tank. We've got another strike here from the Luftwaffe. There we go, Kanonenvogel up to the 30mm guns. Both Calibers are getting hit, but none sort of focused down there by the Luftwaffe. Allowing both to get away. 2-2 firing in. They're doing some light damage there, very light damage. Osman's not moving in. Still, there we go. Calling the Tiger, calling the Tiger. There we go. Main gun destroyed on the Calliope. There we go. Rocket tubes. Not looking too happy there. There we go. Tiger arrives. And right here we see that Snake's play for a lot of rockets had a bit of a particular flaw in it. Tanks. Which is a bit of a dangerous flaw.
Enemy has driven a wedge in our lines.
Black Panther rushing against her tank and setting up to shoot it down. Promise though they had to react to it, and all we gives Osman their time to get close, and they're going blitzing past them. Tiger moving in from the other side. This is going to be bad news there for the anti-tank guns. Very bad news. Good news for us though. Shoot! Kills them all. They're going to tank setting up, but they're still not aiming for the Tiger or the Ostwind. But they'd be unfortunate for Snake. His lines are in disarray. The Germans are advancing with all their tanks, with all their might. This rather looks like GG there. You go into a tank guns down, and again he hasn't taken up. He's got no measure of actually reacting now to all the army, and he's pretty much open. Dangerously so, and there you go. Snake surrenders, having realised the folly of his ways. So there you go, game over. A bit of a shorter map, perhaps not the most exciting one, but still I think rather again displaying of the importance of having good minds down there. They really did a lot there for Moonchild sort of holding the map and sort of limiting the aggressiveness there of Snake's sort of early light vehicles. But again, I think Snake overall the big mistake there was about, just going for double calliope. One's not bad, but you need some armour to work with them. Otherwise, there's not much for them to support. Plus, you leave yourself very vulnerable to enemy armour like he did. Obviously, if you do go for attack support with some bright machine guns, be sure to upgrade your rifle with it. Again, I'm not saying you shouldn't upgrade your rifle with bazookas, but, prioritise maybe the Russians first, then the riflemen. I think there's a mistake there as well. But obviously, he played well. Promise, though, Moonchild played better, and he sort of just went for map control, and then sort of got really lucky when he went for double, Calliopes, and that way he could just sort of play the way he wanted, was just getting some Ostmen so hard counted the infantry, which split up, and that's also easier for the Ostmen to deal with. So there's several problems there for Snake, I think, overall in terms of strategy and tactics. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. If you did want to subscribe, tell a friend, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay and provide some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Deng saying cheers, thank you all for watching, and hope to see you all another time. Bye.